This is gonna be very interesting. I really, really hope that like it halfway through the thing, it doesn't just stop and go like you ran out of fucking storage. Because it's apparently being recorded to the cloud, and I don't know what the cloud is.
Oh wait, really?
Yeah.
Okay, it's recording to OneDrive.
It's
And you
recording
only
to
get,
Microsoft
like-
Stream, whatever the fuck that is.
That might be part of OneDrive. OneDrive
Yeah.
only gives you like 4 gigs.
But I don't know how much. Okay, it doesn't look like a super high quality video, and considering the fact that the Zoom videos were like 1 gig max,
Yeah.
I think it's okay.
Should be okay.
Should.
I don't know.
Keyword being should be okay.
If not, then we'll have like a small break.
A commercial break.
Yeah, a commercial break where we'll read out our sponsors. This episode's sponsored by Young Rubber. Listen to his new single. I don't know.
The
He
second
has
half.
no new singles.
This second half of the No One's Gonna Listen podcast is brought to you by the Nook Incorporated Getaway Package.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Let's fucking go! Alright. Okay. Claps, Ryan?
Oh yeah. So Austin, I don't know if you've ever seen the podcast before, but we do this thing where we clap.
What?
And I just want to point out that we love Ralph very much, but since Ralph isn't here, this clap is going to work the first time.
Oh, you're trusting me with quite the role. I don't know if that's the smart move here.
Yeah, well, Austin, the thing is, whenever Ralph claps, Ralph goes, okay, we're going to go 3, 2, 1, and then we clap. And then he goes 3. That's the equivalent of doing it with Ralph. So this is how we're going to go. 3, 2, 1, clap. Okay?
Like how rock, paper, scissors is supposed to play. Got it.
Yes.
Damn, you play it like that, huh?
It's how you're supposed to play it.
Okay.
It's rock,
Okay.
paper, scissors, shoot. You're a fool if you play it any other way.
Oh, okay.
No, bro, you go on the first rock, bro.
Rock.
Alright.
Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
I think I liked that one.
It was.
Yeah, that was.
Can we try it one more time?
Yeah, let's go one more time just for
Try it one
safety.
more time.
Okay.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh, no. Not for me.
That one sounded okay on my end.
That one sounded slightly better on my end. So.
Really? On my
Yeah.
end, it sounded like I went too early.
Well.
We'll see.
I'm sure one of them works.
Okay. Well, we'll see. I'll just have to sync it up.
All right. Are we gonna start?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Whoa. All right. Chris, you're recording, right? Okay, good.
Yes, it says that I am. Unlike the episode where we
Okay.
had Nairi on and I wasn't recording for the first 30 minutes.
Okay. I haven't done one of these in a very long. I don't think I not hosted since like David.
The last time you hosted was David, yes.
So when was that? Like May? Beginning
that
of
was
June.
not May.
Right.
Was that May?
That might have been May.
That doesn't feel, that feels too long ago.
Marina,
I
how does
mean,
that
it's-
make? How does it make you feel that?
Wait.
No, wait.
It was May 22nd. That's the episode.
No! Time went by so fast.
Oh my God.
Swear that felt like yesterday.
Bro. Next thing you know, Chris and I are going to be in our 20s.
You are in your 20s.
Oh,
Oh my God. That was
Dude,
bad.
did you
He was
just
making-
forget that you're 20?
he was making a meme.
I was doing a bit. It was a bad bit.
I
but
didn't
did a
understand
bit.
it. I caught on to it after. Don't worry about it.
Well, how do you feel knowing that you're talking to an 18-year-old right now?
Fuck, I gotta go.
I'm sorry, I don't talk to children.
I'm legal!
Hello.
Oh.
Hello. I'm gonna be hosting the episode. Hi, I'm Ryan. I'm here. I haven't hosted since May 22nd. So we learned that a couple minutes ago, and that was absolutely terrifying to me.
Yeah.
It's really just showing like how big the gaps have gotten in between us hosting.
Bro, it's so whack, bro. I
Ryan,
remember
we
back
used to
in the
fucking
day when it
host
was only
every,
like 2 weeks.
Yeah, dude. Back in the
then-
day.
So wait, let's go. Wait, very quickly before we introduce ourselves, let's go over the Noggle timeline for like 30
Okay.
seconds.
Okay.
Back in the very early days when it was just the three of us, Chris, it would literally go in that order. It would go Chris, Ralph, me, Chris, Ralph, me, Chris, Ralph, me, and that was the first season.
Mm-hmm.
And then we looked at our analytics with our marketing team, and we said, this Ethan guy, whenever he's on, people seem to think he's funny. So
We seem to get requests for him to be a host.
yeah, we literally got requests saying make him a permanent host. So we said, well, we don't want him, but the audience does.
Or the people, Ryan.
Yeah.
Do what the people want. And then so we put Ethan on the show, and we said, wow, this is really funny. And then Chris said, let's do a live show. And then we all went, yeah.
Because the comments used to take up the entire episode.
You know, literally, if you've been here since the beginning, literally the entire episode would just be comments. I
You're
think
welcome.
like yeah, thank you, Austin. Like the fourth episode was like, I think it was like the first episode. Sorry, the second episode Chris hosted was when we were like, this is becoming a problem. Because it was literally the first, like, out of I think it was like a 57-minute episode, 40 minutes was comments.
Didn't even get to my fucking topics, dude.
So then we did the live show, which extended the already like long, elongating timeline. And then we added Marina. So now we have a very strong panel of hosts. But the timeline keeps getting bigger. So by the time we add our next host, it's just gonna be
a sixth person.
it's just gonna
Oh
who's it
my
gonna be, bro?
God.
It's like when a new Power Ranger shows up halfway through the show. Who's it gonna be? Cowards! Everyone welcome Nairi to the show.
Oh,
And then it's just Nairi without headphones for an
my
entire
God.
season.
oh my god.
So I'm Ryan. I'm the third host in this cycle. And I'm joined by 2 of the 5 hosts.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
Yo, what's up?
All right. So what are your names?
Well, who's next? Is it
The
me?
order.
It's you.
Technically? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Marina. Also, I'd like to say, since you said the cycle, now I'm just thinking like the avatar cycle, like every time it's a new avatar. Sorry. Yes, hi, Marina.
What's
Marina's
up?
the next avatar.
I am Kris. I don't know how else to introduce myself.
And with we have a very special guest today. We're crossing one off the list of shame. Do we have with us arguably our most frequent commenter and biggest fan?
long
biggest
awaited
fan, what is your
guest.
Oh, your biggest fan's name is Austin Pavao. You may
Yeah.
remember me from, I don't know, sabotaging entire productions. That's it. That's all I've
Playing
got
a
of note
rich
here.
guy.
Yeah, playing a rich guy who
Oh.
invented who was the son of the inventor of fidget
The
spinners.
son of the inventor of fidget spinners. Yes,
Yeah.
of course. I
When-
should
okay,
have
let's-
had one with me. God, I'm stupid.
I have
do we
one.
have do we have the same headphones?
Huh?
Dude,
what do
I
you,
threw
what do you
out my
have?
fidget
The you got the.
Marina, why would you throw
Audio Technica.
Let's
Audio
fucking
Technica,
go,
baby.
dude.
Audio Technica or
Because they-
nothing, baby.
Yeah, they literally
go.
recommended to us
Yo.
There it is. There it is.
Oh my
like,
god.
whoa,
I would,
fidget
dude. I would
spinners.
be so cool in 2017 right now.
Dude, you're still so cool.
Yeah, what are you
saying?
talking about?
You don't
No,
even
lick
have
it.
light. You don't even have light up ones. Cringe.
Did Did you ever see that like Twitter post of the guy? It was like a screenshot of like a Craigslist listing, and it was a dude that said, "Please buy fidget spinners from me. I bought like 50,000 in bulk, thinking I could sell them all, and I only sold 20.
Oh
Please
my
buy
God.
me. Please buy my fidget spinners."
Jeez.
I don't think
Oh my god! I remember.
I like to point out that this is the smallest episode we've had in a very long time.
Really?
This feels very classic, bro.
Yeah, it does feel very classic.
So the smallest episode we've ever had was like episode 11 or something, and that was the one that was just me and Chris.
Yeah.
Really? So you're just you two talking for like an hour?
Yeah, it
in
really
Chris's
was.
dining room.
Yeah, where I'm sitting right
That was-
now.
That was one of my favorite episodes, though, just because like I think that was the only purely film-based episode that we've ever done.
Yeah, because Ralph wasn't there.
Because Ralph wasn't there. So it was literally just us like talking about how expensive camera equipment is for like an hour. It's a really funny one. We have some funny little jokes in there. So let's talk about Austin.
Yes, let's
Austin,
talk about
what's your criminal record like?
I have robbed 13 stores. I've killed 2 people in the 3rd degree. Don't tell the police
That's good.
that though; they might get suspicious.
Well, my next question.
In some places, that's quite problematic. Murder.
Some places.
Well, I was gonna say, what are the numbers of your social? But I think the more interesting question is how we met Austin.
Yes, I remember how we met. It was so it was the first day of grade 9 high school. Like
Yeah.
first grade of grade 9. We had first period together with math.
With math, bro.
We had,
Yeah.
I remember Buddy's name. I don't know if I should be saying it though. But
We can't say his name.
Yeah,
But
so-
he was the worst math teacher I've ever had.
He was certainly something. I remember his favorite bit was that, because keep in mind, this was first thing in the morning. Like, people are coming up, they've just woken up, dragging themselves to school, and he's going, all right, so when we do this, that means the answer is... Yes, of course, it's 37. Like, he's always trying...
Like he would try to entice, like, participation, and just no one was having it.
That's so funny.
I remember specifically one would be chilling at the back of the classroom watching TV the entire class time, and just the teacher never said anything.
Damn.
Like, this man is obviously sitting there in the middle of a math class like this. And he just never said anything. It was iconic. And then one time he said something. He came up and he went, "Juan, what are you doing there?" And then Juan goes, "Watching TV." And he goes, "How do you concentrate on the math and do this?" And he goes, "I'm multitasking." And then he just goes, "Well, okay." And then he walked away, and then Juan got like a 90 in that class or something.
God damn it, Juan.
Wow.
Yeah.
It was like the
Well, no,
most iconic.
That class was weird as hell. Like, I barely did shit in that, and I still got a 90 in that too. I got a 96
Bro,
on the exam.
I did everything, and I have a very similar experience to you. Whereas I did absolutely everything in that class, and I got a 51. So,
I feel that.
and that, kids, is called bad at math.
You hate to see it, you really do.
And that's why I'm in art school.
Same.
So that's
gonna
how
math
Austin and I
11.
met. In that god tier class. But then we started getting really close during the filming of From Now On. Now, for those of you who are watching and don't know what From Now On is,
I would
It's a
argue
movie.
that it's Rise. That
Oh,
No,
that's
yeah,
true,
it was it was definitely Rise that really I met really all of you.
well,
through
I
Rise.
came. Haha.
he said the funny word.
Oh my god.
Bro,
I arrived at the school in 11th grade when Rise was happening.
And you
for
played
this-
my big brother.
Yeah, I did. And-
Wait, Chris,
and then
remember
that's
when
how I met.
We also realized a few weeks ago that in that same play, Kris and I played cops.
Yeah, I was like, yo, ACAB, bro. I'm gonna.
Sorry, guys, you're canceled.
Gonna cancel myself.
You're canceled.
And our cop costumes were just
Literally
jeans and blue shirts.
Yeah, literally just a blue shirt and jeans.
Oh my god.
I had to change.
And
we walked.
We walked holding a clipboard.
Wait a second, Austin. You were a cop too.
No, I wasn't.
Oh my.
You
I
were.
don't
Wait,
recall
am I
being
the only one who's not canceled?
I was-
Everyone here is canceled.
No, hold on. No, I was a reporter. I was also
Okay.
buddy behind a silhouette thing, like beating his wife or something.
Oh my.
So,
I don't. I
No,
don't
yeah,
recall-
he was.
Yeah.
I was that bit. I don't recall being an officer of the law. That's
And then
cringe.
you were you were the dude at the end who gets decked at the party.
I was.
Oh,
oh
shit, he
yeah, I remember that.
was. Oh my god.
So Austin was in 2 party scenes, or was supposed to be in 2 party scenes.
Leading on to.
Leading on to from now on.
we
So a
casted-
few weeks ago, we got a comment from Austin on an episode saying, "Remember that time I almost ruined an entire shoot?" And people responded to that comment saying, "Wait, you did? Tell that story." And then Kris and I never responded to those comments. We just responded to Austin going, "LOL," because we remembered it. So, Kris, would you like to talk about the lead up to the party scene and
Alright,
Austin's place in that story?
Okay. So, fuck, I almost knocked over my iced coffee. That was the fucking, that was the most Oakville thing I could have ever said. But anyways.
Fuck, I almost tipped over my iced coffee.
Oh my god.
1 second.
So, let's flash back to the year 2017, okay?
Whoa, rewind.
Wait, I'll get out my 2017. There it is.
Yeah.
Hey, Ryan,
Fidget
Ryan,
spinner.
guess what, Ryan? Hey, LMAO, hey, LMAO.
Oh my god. Remember that?
Remember
Oh, man.
that boy?
Dat
Oh my
boy?
God. Pepe.
What other...
All right. So let's flash back to the year 2017. All right. It's a very nice, very intense year because this is when I was finishing up my first feature film script titled From Now On. Right? And I had just at the beginning of the year, like after I had I think either while I was writing the script, I had started casting, and I asked Austin to be a particular character that wasn't necessarily didn't have the most lines, but was very important, very integral to the biggest scene in the film, which was the party scene that we shot that was supposed to be shot in 1 take. Okay. So, we proceed to. The time comes around in August when we are filming. We're prepping to shoot, and the very first thing we do is rehearse the party scene because it's like, okay, we have to do the scene in 1 take, so we have to go through a lot of rehearsal beforehand and figure out the blocking in the house. So, Austin comes to the rehearsal. And everything's good. I'm like, all right, guys, we're shooting this in 3 days. So it's gonna happen. We're gonna do this. And it's all going according to plan. Then cut to a couple days later. We get a call the morning of the day we're supposed to shoot the party scene. And it's from Austin, and he says, "Guys, my boss signed me up for a shift today." And I was like, "Oh." Austin, do you want to tell the rest of the story?
Yeah, of course. So, I remember it was still in June when you. It was either June or July when you had actually sent me what days you were going to need me for, so that I
Yes.
would booking off of work. As soon as I got those, I put that up on the message board we have at work saying, hey, can anyone take my shift? That was up there for 2 months. And, of course, the most important one that needed to get taken, no one took. I called everyone who was working as an on-call person. No one. No one would trade shifts with me. Like, it was head-ass. Like, there's nothing I could do. And so, yeah, I called you that morning to, like, I don't remember exactly what I said, but what was going through my mind was, like, I'm still willing to show up and just quit work. Because then, like, I hated working at Tim's then.
You were so shocked. Like, you're like, forget it, I'm going to just quit my job. And we were like,
I was completely willing to.
That's
like,
intense.
I hated working there. Like, it was dog shit. So I would have much rather.
Don't you mean it was ass cheeks?
It was ass cheeks. There.
yeah.
It was. So then, yeah, eventually my dad actually had to step in and say, you're not quitting your job. He drove me to work. And, yeah, there I was. I worked for 8 hours feeling like a piece of shit because I let everyone down. And I didn't know how you guys were going to manage to get everything done if I was there. So, yeah.
Yeah, we were. It was very scary that morning, because we were
I felt legitimate fear.
Because we were like,
bro,
the
I
entire
remember sitting
scene
in the rain.
Doesn't work without your character. Like, it's not even like a character that we can cut out, because your character basically leads up to the climax of that scene, and I would say even like the film itself. And
yeah,
I was like, oh my god, like, what are we going to do? Then we were like, okay, Austin, like, it's okay, like, we'll figure it out. We'll try and figure something out. And we literally, time's ticking, we're like just mere hours away from having to shoot this thing, and now we've lost a key actor to the scene, and we're like, oh my god, like, what do we do? Then Ryan, God bless him, he comes up with a genius idea, which still made sense within the story, but also like fucking, like, it obviously it wasn't my intention to have that in the film.
It wasn't as foreshadowed in the story.
Yeah, it wasn't as foreshadowed in the story, and obviously, like, if I were to ever remake from now on, I would change it back to what Austin's character was. But
yes.
But what happened was we had our friend Sam. He was supposed to be an extra in that scene, and we were like, wait a second, he played a character earlier on that was like kind of an asshole, and it fits the role. Like, if we just gave his character all those lines and just switched around like the names, it still like works as a scene. And even though like it isn't as the character we intended to do, like, the whole shit, to do everything, it still worked, and it still gave, the important part was that the character gave, pushed forward the other protagonist's story, like,
it furthered
like
the narrative.
Rianne and Felix's, who were the main characters, and I think that's what was our priority, and that's what we had to do. So, yeah, literally, we called Sam and said, hey, can you memorize all these fucking lines in the next couple hours? And then it worked somehow. And then I was like, okay, like, now Austin's character, we shot a scene, and like now we have no idea, like we established his character, and then there's no like outcome. So literally, I was like, Austin, if you can come like any of these other days, I think like the next day you came or something
like that.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, like I'm going to, literally completely. I wrote completely new scenes, like the day we were supposed to shoot. Austin, I remember Austin. You were at my house, and I was still writing the fucking scenes we were gonna shoot. As soon as I was done, writing, we went out to fucking shoot it. Like that's how, cause I ended up making it work. Like it ended up working well. Like your character ended up not being an asshole at the end. He ended up being a nice guy, but
it kind of like.
A what?
It was
a what?
I'm a lady. A nice
sort of
guy.
like it really was like a complete 180. Like where it was supposed to be he starts off as like this shy, quiet dude who ends up being a garbage person.
Yeah.
Into him being this shy, kind of quiet dude that ends up giving the characters, or one character in particular, like
a bit of hope.
A bit of hope, a bit of light. Sort of like finding something with the person you wouldn't expect.
Mm.
And I think that's a really strong, like, hopefulness at the end of the movie. Because the whole ending of the movie is very hopeful.
Yeah.
And I think that just really solidifies it. So I think that's a really good... We're very lucky that it worked out that way.
Yeah. That was super lucky.
Yeah, bro, we could have... High key, we would have... It's not... I mean, like, yeah, really. I think it was a really... I'm so glad that the movie came out, that everyone can see how well it turned out.
Such a wonderful masterpiece. I loved every minute of it.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to talk masterpiece, the next movie we did with Austin actually won 3 Oscars.
Yes. Wait. I'm gonna... You keep talking. I'm gonna get my fucking charger for my laptop.
Okay. So let's talk about Kris while he's gone. So the next movie we did with Austin was the Oscar award-winning film Fallen Class. So Fallen Class was how do we describe Fallen Class? It was a mockumentary done with 3 fictionalized versions of ourselves. It was me, Kristoffer, and our friend Alex playing fictionalized filmmaker versions of ourselves. And it was done for a school project. Our final film project in our last year of high school was to make I think it was a 10-minute mockumentary or a 10-minute documentary, Kris.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a documentary, but the thing is, Ryan, we made a documentary the year before, so we were like to our teacher, like, Miss, can we make a mockumentary instead? Like we did the documentary thing. We did the documentary,
and we did 2 separate ones because we weren't in the same group.
Oh yeah.
But we both appeared in each other's.
Yeah, that's why I thought we worked together.
Yeah, right. But the thing was, those were very like heavy subject matters, and we were like, bro, let's just vibe and like make a total meme. So Fallen Class, it's on the channel. It's 40 minutes long.
It's amazing.
It's one of the longest GOOSHLEMS productions, which is absolutely wild. Mm-hmm. And if I have to say, it is one of my favorites.
It was definitely like one of the things I've had the most fun on. The second longest film on our channel. The first longest is Pandora.
But there is a reason why it is very long. So we cast Austin as Walter, who is it's supposed to be a day in the life movie. That was what our sort of like prompt for that project was. It's a day in the life of someone. So our characters, our fictionalized versions of ourselves, are given the task of making the day in the life of a rich person pretending to not be rich for a weekend. So we film Walter, who is the son of the inventor of the fidget spinner. Hence why we have the fidget spinner. Mm-hmm. And his butler, who he calls Ronaldo, but whose name is actually Bert Pace. Walter and Bert are, I think, in like the top 5 GOOSHLEMS characters.
Top
and
5.
There's a very special reason why, and that's that for the entire weekend that we shot, 2 whole days, a Saturday and a Sunday, Ethan, who played Bert, and Austin, who played Walter, pretty much never broke character. They were in character the entire weekend, and we just filmed them.
That was kind of our plan, though. Like, we just gave notes of, like,
that was not our plan. We just said, like, you know, here's like some ideas. We didn't have we only scripted like 1 page.
Yeah.
And the rest was just them improvising, and it ended up being one of the funniest things we've ever made. Because what was the final count, Chris? We have something like 5 hours or something worth of just them just screwing with each other in like the back of the car.
Dude, I remember I had to cut down that sequence so much because like everything was so good. Like, them talking in the car.
There's whole scenes that we had to like cut out. So wait, keep in mind, the original project that we intended to do a short version and then the longer version that would go on the channel. The short version was supposed to be 10 minutes. It was not 10 minutes. It was like 15 minutes. And I remember we premiered it in the lecture hall at our high school.
Oh my god,
which was
did!
Like this big auditorium with a giant screen.
And I missed it?
Everyone... Yeah. Yeah. Bro, it was a Monday morning.
Ass.
I remember seeing it, but I don't remember. Yeah, I wasn't there. Never mind.
And then
Did you skip class?
And then everyone was like on their phone, bro. Like no one watched it, no one laughed at it, and it was just like so like sad when we were like, this is the funniest thing we've ever made. Like the scene inside the grocery store. Okay, so there's a scene inside a grocery store where it's after the Bert/Ronaldo leaves Austin's character because he's being like mistreated. And then like Austin's character realizes that he was his only friend and then he misses him. So the way it's shot is like in sort of like a montage style of him crying in a grocery store.
Mm-hmm.
When really we shot like a 15-minute scene of him inside the grocery store just sobbing on the ground and people in the grocery store like walking past him and just looking really concerned at this dude who's like screaming in the middle of the store.
I don't think it was. It was like that. Like, yes, I did lay on the ground and grovel for a little bit, but I don't think I was screaming to the heavens about Ronaldo.
No. I think he did. He was more reserved because we were in a public place. But
we also cut the whole sequence inside the van of us there was supposed to be a scene where one of us Snapchats him.
It wasn't an intentional cut, I'd like to say. I just didn't know where the footage was. I found it after I had posted. I posted the fucking movie.
So there's a scene where he's crying in a car, and I think the implication is I Snapchat him. Mm-hmm. And then the caption up there is like, bro, what's wrong with this guy? He's crying about Bert and like everything.
And it's literally just us going like, yo, shut the fuck up. Dude, it's okay.
Yeah. I think we also cut the scene of us calling Ethan to come back and apologize and like work things out with him.
We definitely cut down the fucking McDonald's scene.
Yeah, the McDonald's scene was also a very long scene. There's a scene...
Our plan was to literally like, we're like, Ethan, Austin, just like stay in character and order from McDonald's how your characters would, and we'll just film you. Like that's literally like there's basically like there were only like little direction notes throughout that entire thing, but like most of it came from Ethan and Austin's improv, which was very entertaining to film.
Like the scene, there's a part where Austin's eating, and Ethan says, "Can I have a fry, sir?" And he like reaches over, and Austin, like without missing a beat, slaps his hand away from getting the fry. Like that wasn't scripted. An unintentional bit was that we never told Austin to like do a particular accent. I think we just told him to like talk rich or something, and as a result his accent changes like 6 times throughout the movie. Well, and we ended up writing it into the movie that he just speaks 6 different ways.
Well, no, because like I started doing the French bit because I was thinking, I need to be an obnoxious rich dude.
Yeah.
I remember. Everyone remembers Jean Girard from Talladega Nights, the Ballad of Ricky Bobby. I'll just be that guy. That's what I went for, but I couldn't keep it. But
You just like
So
eventually
funny.
like just switched to your normal voice.
well, no, I did. Like, you guys caught me on that while we were in the car, and just like I would. What do you mean? This is my
Yeah.
poor people voice. This is how
It really is like there's so many like little moments, like the fact that like the coat you're wearing has like 20 fidget spinners in the pockets. Like it's the only thing you have.
It was literally just us coming up with moments and just go like, okay, improvise a way to get to this moment. Like the bathtub, them taking a bath together scene.
That's really funny. I think one of the best like improvs in that scene is when Austin stands up and says "dry me off," and then Ethan under his breath just goes, "Jesus fucking Christ!" Like it's so good. There's so many like little moments like that. The ending bit with Austin becoming like a wild man in the woods is really good. It's just like a scene of him saying, "I'm gonna live in the wilderness right now," and it's like a tree connecting to a main road. So it's not even the wilderness; it's just a tree. Like that whole thing, and the whole reason that movie works is because of Austin improvising.
Yeah, it really is. Well, I mean, also Ethan, and also all of us, because not only were we filming it, we were also acting and improvising as well.
You guys, unfortunately,
And
had to
Ralph
be
was
the,
in it.
You guys had to be the butt end of some jokes, so.
One of
The Ralph cameo is really good too.
the one of the best cameos I think we've ever had. Like that whole like, there's a whole running thing about like us renting like a house for the week to like shoot in for the weekend, a quote unquote poor person house.
Poor person.
And the whole like joke is that like we're like Walter referring to Austin. We're like, "You got this house, right?" And he goes, "Yeah, I booked it. Well, where is it?" "Oh, we'll get to it. Just drive around." So basically, we low key like break into someone's house.
And it ends up being Ralph's.
The big twist is it ends up being Ralph's house. Then Ralph decks Austin and like
It's so good.
It's so good. It's timed so perfectly. The last shot of that sequence is Austin trying to crawl out of the house and Ralph grabbing him and dragging him back inside the house. It is so good. That movie is so funny. And we hope to do more of those. We hope to do more Arcavity movies because those are like.
Not only that,
really
we hope to do
solid.
more films with Austin
One
as well. Well, I mean, we have one coming out technically,
That's true.
but that might not happen for a while because of this stupid pandemic.
Well, you know what? Speaking of Austin and Monsters Within Us, that was the last time I saw Austin in person.
No.
When, yeah, I think
No,
so.
no. I went to go visit you like at the start of the.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You came to visit me and we had dinner.
We had dinner. I paid for
Oh,
your beer.
whoa, that was-
the funniest thing about that though is that you ordered a beer. They carded you. I just because you didn't want to mess around with your like your one card thing. It's just don't worry about it. I'll pay for your beer. Lady there's just okay. I was still
Damn.
18. I couldn't pay for beer, so
No. I remember that too.
Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
Damn, when you just fucking illegal.
Dude, that whole like the whole Monsters Within Us scene with Austin. That's like an adventure and a half, man. Like
I wasn't there, so like
I wasn't there
went.
either.
Yeah, I went hours earlier, and Marina, she wasn't in the scene.
Nope.
so what happened was Austin came. Well, let's talk about that day of filming specifically. So we filmed it in Richmond Hill.
Yeah.
We're obviously going to keep. We'll tell the story about the filming. We'll keep the plot details out of it because the movie's not out yet.
Yeah.
There's this. All you have to know is that it's my character and Austin's character and a couple more. We are going. So we're filming it in Richmond Hill. For those of you who don't know, Richmond Hill is like what, like an hour and a half
Yeah, it's like an hour to an hour and a half drive from us.
With traffic maybe pushing 2.
Yeah.
So that's not a problem. Whatever. Hop in the car and you go up. Take the 407 if you want to pay like $40, which is what I opted to do, just because it was faster. So Austin drove down from the middle of nowhere to my house with the idea of us carpooling, which we did. So we hop into my vehicle and I'm like, all right, let's go. So we head up. Takes a while, but we get there. We head to the filming location, and that's when we hear, I guess history sort of repeated itself. And one of our actors said, where is this again? And then we said, Richmond Hill, like we told you every day for the last week. And
they were
that
like,
person
what?
said, what? I thought we were just going to Chris's house. And we're like...
Because the plan was that she was supposed to come with you guys. Like, she was supposed to carpool with you guys, but then her work, like... Her work was, like, they kept her for, like, a little bit longer. And she was like, just go without me. I'll figure out a way there.
She said, like...
Because you guys were willing to wait for her. And then
we said, we'll wait for you.
And then she was like,
we'll
no,
wait,
just
like,
go.
the extra hour.
Yeah. She was like, just go on without me. It's okay. I'll figure out a way there. And if I remember correctly, Ryan, you were like, are you sure it's in Richmond Hill?
That's literally what I said. I said, are you sure it is in Richmond Hill? And she was like, yeah, it's fine. My parents can just take me. And I said, okay. And so Austin and I go up. And then she goes, so Kris, is that your house, right? And like, we're just sitting in like the middle of Richmond Hill, like, ugh.
Yeah.
Bruh moment.
Damn.
So she goes, I don't know what to do. I think we were like a few minutes away from like asking Chris's parents if they could take her or something.
Yeah, we really were. Like we were like, oh my god, what's gonna happen?
Bro, like it was a special scene too. Liam Tavares was in that scene. That's how you know it was an important scene.
It was and also it was like literally one of her character's only scenes. So it was not like we could give her another scene to be in. Because
so whack, bro.
But
it was really her character's like only scene besides the big scene around the middle of the movie.
Yeah.
But is she just gonna show up in that scene with no explanation?
Yeah, exactly.
There's just a random character there. So it really was like a difficult bit. So I think her parents very begrudgingly drove her an hour up to Richmond Hill.
We had to wait for her to come, and we were just like...
Bro, we're like, what, 2 hours behind schedule or something? Because I think Austin and I were already slightly late because we had to wait for her to get back to us about us driving her or not.
Yeah.
What a time. Austin was on time because Austin's a courteous person.
Whenever his work doesn't force him to come.
Yeah, whenever his work doesn't film. What a time. Marina, have you ever had any filming experiences with Austin?
No.
Not filming, no.
I'm not filming, no.
Yeah, the only thing Marina and I have done was just Rise.
Yeah.
But we weren't even in any scenes together, I don't think. Like,
No.
you were just there and I was there too.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's like the entirety of... Because you were both in From Now On.
Mm-hmm.
You're both in Monsters Within Us. You're just not...
Yeah, we're just like not in the same like anything.
We never interact with each other under any circumstance. Even at school, I remember there was the one time like it's like, "Hey, Marina, is that you?" "Yeah, it is. Nice to see you. Nice to see you too." That was all.
Man, lectures. I was just so bored. I would skip a lot. So like.
I just want to know what is your school doing in terms of pandemic stuff?
From everything I've read, first semester, they're gonna like not expect anyone to show up for in person. They'll be doing everything online. Not sure about the second semester yet though.
Yeah,
isn't it supposed to be like a bit of in person and like mostly online, but
Yeah.
you're not obligated to go into the in-person one.
Yeah,
That's it.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the reason I ask is because you two specifically are in a very like broadcast sort of thing, right? Like there's a lot of close quarters work involved in
Oh,
that.
for sure. Multicam was like so many people crammed in one room. But they canceled
So like what kind
that.
of
Damn.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for first semester they canceled multicam class. So you could choose between single cam, multicam, or you could actually choose like 2 other courses or whatever. I chose single cam, and they literally made it like they didn't cancel. I don't know. They haven't canceled single cam yet, but they did cancel multicam. So people got a bunch of emails saying like, "Hey, we're not holding it." But single cam is like basically film class. So like I don't
Yeah.
know how they're gonna do that because multicam was like specifically like broadcasting like reality TV, like a control room, everything like that. So like
It's the iCarly type of
yeah,
show.
pretty
Yeah.
5, 4,
much. Yeah.
3, 2.
Yeah, we
Like
really
that
do
Disney
go down for
Channel.
real. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoyed it, but it wasn't really my thing. So like that's why I'm going into more like film related stuff. So like I don't know if like they haven't said anything about single cam yet, but like they did already cancel that other one. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
I think we're all in a very interesting position because like whereas like if you're in like say like a history or an English program, you can very feasibly do your stuff remotely. The 4 of us can't. You really need to be in person.
Yeah.
So it creates a very like interesting issue that needs to be resolved, and there isn't an easy way to resolve it. Like the way my program is going right now is they're like, yeah, you should if you should really come in. But like the issue is like
You should come in during a
good
pandemic. Just
dude, there's like
just fucking die.
to be fair, there's only something like I think there's only around like 100 people that like out of the entire school.
You should all
that are
quarantine
gonna-
together, Ryan.
I don't want to quarantine with those people.
Bro, make a bubble of York University.
I'll quarantine with the Ryerson people.
Hey.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the 4 of us living in an apartment? It would be like a reality show.
Oh my god, that'd be so funny.
Oh man, do I have to do another character?
Wait a second. Ethan's also in Ryerson.
Oh no, even
Fuck
worse.
Ralph.
Oh, hold on. Work's calling me. Can't show up. Sorry. Guys.
Oh,
Oh man.
GOOSHLEMS Heights. That's what we'll call it. GOOSHLEMS Heights.
Oh, you want to do like the Goosh Hype House? Like
Yeah.
Oh, that's disgusting. Can you imagine? We're just like, guys, it's 12 p.m. We have to do 6 TikToks.
Oh no, I refuse.
Says one of the 2 TikTok stars in the chat.
Listen,
Kris with
listen.
like thousands of followers, Ryan
Listen,
on the rise.
I'm losing followers.
You gotta
My fame is fleeting.
You have to keep.
All the 12-year-olds that like laughed at that one thing are like, oh, he's doing good content now. I can't.
What's this? He's not stealing other people's jokes. I can't stay here.
It really
He's
is
making
like,
original
TikTok
content?
Is really. You know you're a social media when everything and all the big content is just reposted from another place.
Right.
I never intended for that to go viral.
Well,
it was literally just
Chris-
me as a way to just share
You're
these
funny.
memes.
But Chris,
you're
we learned.
funny.
But not only are you funny, Chris, we learned recently that your videos are appearing on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, you might remember, you might remember Daniel Garcia from a couple episodes back when I hosted. He's my friend from the U.S. and his friend's dad found a funny video on Facebook, showed it to her mom, and then her mom showed it to her. And she was like, oh my fucking god, I know that guy. And it's literally my video on Facebook. And I'm like, oh my god. I've hit the point where I've been reposted onto Facebook and literal
That's so
dads
scary,
are
bro.
watching it and showing it to their wives.
Famous. You're Facebook famous, Chris.
Yeah, dude.
Mark Zuckerberg likes
Okay,
your
but
content.
Marina, your TikToks are good too, dude.
Oh, but they don't
You're-
blow up.
Bro, that Loki one should have blown up, bro.
Oh
that
my
was like
god.
Dude, you
Marina,
would have like.
I should just do it
That is-
and go ha 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 to any of your TikToks. See how many.
Yo,
people-
do it. People are gonna vibe with that. Chris, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna duet the Loki one, and you're gonna go. Okay. So she's leaning against the wall. The music's ramping up. Is that Loki?
I thought he was dead.
And then everyone's gonna go. That's really funny. And then they like Marina's TikTok and unfollow you.
I've gotten hella unfollows. I've dropped from like 38,000 to, I think I'm at 34,000.
Oh,
I was gonna say.
Wow.
oh, woe is me! I only have 34,000 followers now.
Oh, sorry.
This is so
I
sad.
dropped from 68,000 to 63.9.
Are you serious?
Bruh.
That's double the number you just said.
Sorry.
This guy. Dude, the other day someone unfollowed me and I have like 12 followers now instead of 13. This is very
I
sad.
literally have like 12 followers too, so it'd just be like that. I feel you.
That's so disappointing, bro. Bro, one of the best Marina TikToks is the one where you're talking about Timothy Chalamet being single and then you turn into the album cover.
Yeah.
Peach.
What?
That was a good movie reference there.
I know. I actually thought that one was gonna do good, and it just didn't.
When you think
I
it's.
don't know. when I think
You know
I'm
what I
funny,
thought?
but I'm really not.
I mean, I
You know what I
summoned the
thought?
One Direction stands with my newest one.
Bro, that's a terrifying TikTok, bro.
What are you talking
Like-
about, Ryan?
Okay. So for those of you who don't know, Chris made a TikTok where he perfectly says every word from the
The
Adventures
Adventurous
of One Direction.
Adventures of One Direction.
That was so good. That was so good.
Now, here's the thing. Everyone who's contacted Chris in the last week have all said, "Bro, it's so weird how you know every single word to that. How do you do that?" And then there's me, who is completely unfazed by it, because for the past 3 years of my life, he'll just go in, we'll be like sitting in the car talking about something, and all of a sudden Chris will just go,
I'll have the tacos, please.
and he'll just totally break into it, and I'm like, bro, we're having like a serious conversation, and he'll just go, I'll have the tacos, please. It even makes the milk taste like tacos. And I'm like, Chris,
It's so good. Like, it's so well written.
Austin, how's your TikTok career going, buddy?
Ah, yes, of course, my TikTok career. What am I don't know. I'm too damn busy to do dumb shit like TikTok.
Well, what have you been?
Austin, you could do like,
What have you been up to? Because since we haven't spoken in a while. Austin,
yeah, really. What have
Yeah, what's
you
up?
been?
Pretty much like in the past 3 months, I've either been sleeping, working, or eating.
Hell
'Cause,
yeah.
like I'm back to work at Tim's, but because they don't want to have as many people in, a lot more people don't want to come in. I've just been the little working donkey at Tim's. Like, oh, we need a shift covered. Let's just call Austin. He'll take it. Oh,
Damn.
Austin, our baker isn't going to be here for 2 weeks. He'll take it. It's something. Not much. I've just worked.
Damn. It'd be like that though.
I
Dude,
feel
I
that.
remember when in first term when you used to just sit in my classes, literally like I think it was like me and Austin just like wanted to see each other. So I was like, "Oh, like you had a really long gap between your classes,
Yeah.
right?"
On those were Wednesdays. I had a class at 11 in the morning, and then a
Same.
class at 6 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But the biggest problem for me was that I commute to school, so I had 6 hours. No, I think it was 5 or 6 hours that I had just had to mess around with. I could I could go grab lunch. Oh, maybe I could go watch a movie. No, most times I just went to Chris's class. I just snuck in there.
Literally, because I was like, oh, my class starts at was it 12 or 1 or something?
I want to say it was 1.
Okay, yeah. My class started at 1, right? And I was like, oh, we can hang out a bit before my class, and then you came like so many times that it got to the point where like one of my friends was like, why don't you just come in? Because it was like one of the only classes that like it was big enough that where you can easily just pretend to be one of the students, and it wasn't like a 30-person class where the teacher's like, who is that?
Excuse me, who are you?
So literally like, so we're like, oh yeah, that's right. So Austin would just come in and just sit next to me during that class, and then he would leave at our 15-minute break that we would have. But it was a good time. But literally, like it, like dude, like that was literally the most boring class you could crash. But it was also the only class you could crash.
Yeah.
So
it was either that or I was just walking around like Toronto for 4 hours. I mean, but what I found especially good about hanging out at your class is like it gave me a chance to nap. If I got bored, I could just play Minecraft right beside you.
Yeah, dude, I was looking over and I was like, damn, I never pay attention either, so I was just watching Austin.
Yeah. I'm sure your teacher got quite suspicious over the dude who only started showing up like 4 weeks after classes started. I always left after the first hour. Anytime tests were being handed out, he had left.
I don't think he was sus, because you were he probably thought you were a student because you were there so often. You were there more often than other people were. Like people used to skip. Yeah, but it was always so funny because we knew we had a pop quiz incoming, but we didn't know, like, obviously it was a pop quiz, so we didn't know when it was coming. And then our prof was like, okay, so today's the pop quiz. Austin immediately just grabs his stuff, gets up, and leaves. And it's so funny because everyone's like sitting down. Everyone's like, oh shit, today's the pop quiz. And Austin just leaves the class. And it's
sounds like
that's amazing.
That's so good.
Shit, dude. Sounds like an issue, not an ish me. I'm out.
Peace. Bye. Not my class. Bye. Don't know what I'm doing here.
I was like, oh damn.
There was probably one person in that class that was like, oh my god, dude, he's actually leaving.
That's such a power move, though.
Yeah.
Pop quiz, bye.
Imagine being so confident that in your grades that you don't even take the quiz.
You just leave.
Imagine someone else saw him and he's like, yeah, I want to be like that guy, and like they also leave.
Austin starts a revolution by accident.
Oh my god.
I mean, the only reason people follow the rules of school is just because like they do. Nothing's really stopping them from just you know what? No, I don't feel like sitting in class for an hour. I think I will have lunch now. No one's doing it. They're just little sheep. Dogs. What? Okay, hold on. I gotta go to the park now. Okay. Sorry, guys.
Yo, what up?
Austin's house is getting broken into.
Yo, Austin has a gamer chair.
Bro, I want a gaming chair.
Dude.
Get him one. Bed, do it.
Damn rats.
I almost did.
You should.
You have a gaming chair?
My dad has a gaming chair, and he doesn't need a game.
Oh, yeah, this bad boy. Picked it up at Costco.
Damn.
Chris,
like this post if you picked it up.
Yes, Marina?
I should sneak into your classes, too.
Yeah, you should.
I
mean,
could.
if you have the gap, because Austin couldn't do that second term, but
no, I had the same gap as Austin. The difference was that I had a dorm.
Yeah, you had a place that you could go back to.
Yeah, I just went back to my dorm and like napped, and I got lunch, and I just chilled. So
Austin's like,
that's
must
also
be
what
nice.
I would do because I had a dorm.
Yeah, no, if
I would just go and sleep, bro. Like I would go take a nap.
Same.
If there's
go watch TV.
Yeah. I'd hang out
if there's
with my
any
roommate.
classes that you can crash, I will let you know, Marina.
Yeah, let me know. Also, I do want to take that one class with you. Were you able to get into it? What was it? I can't remember.
Was it improv?
Shit. You were trying to... Wait, was it the improv class?
Yeah, I think it was improv. I couldn't get into it. I don't know why.
Fuck, it's so weird. I wanted to do that class. I have Greek mythology first sem, and I'm really excited.
Damn.
Wait. I can't remember if I took that.
If you took improv?
I don't know.
Or Greek
It was
mythology?
an elective. Like I chose it because like we were
like
able
the open enrollments, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I might have. I don't remember. Who knows? Maybe I'll see you there.
Maybe in the Zoom call, just like this.
Damn. It's really how life's gonna be, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Man.
I mean,
Oh.
I'm I'm still excited to write some essays about some Greek mythology though. 'Cause I'll be a Percy Jackson kid though.
Yes, books. I've read them.
My favorite thing is like Percy Jackson. Like it does a really good job of explaining Greek mythology to kids, but like it's such like a PG version of Greek mythology.
It just glosses over everything and the fact that everyone's related. Like everyone's related.
Everyone's related.
I was gonna say,
everyone
doesn't
fucks.
it just go incest?
Yeah, we don't talk about it. It works differently. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. That pretty much a lot of the gods are terrible.
Yeah, horrible. Zeus is the worst. Like everyone's bad. Like the only ones who are good are probably like, I'd say like Artemis and like Hestia, who were like, we don't want no men. We don't want shit. We just want to live our lives. And I was like, okay, good for you.
Like, damn. Kronos really eats his kids, huh?
Right? He really said, oh, this one is a baby. Look like a chicken nugget. I'm going to eat it.
Where do you think the McDonald's chicken nuggets come from?
Zeus made them. Kronos made them.
Kronos made them. It's Kronos' children.
Yeah, and the fact that Percy and Annabeth are like cousins. Don't worry about it.
All the demigods that are together, they're
all related.
All related, dude. Percy and Rachel Dare writes. Thank you. Thank you, Austin.
This is a Percy Jackson moment.
Milady.
No, it's a cowboy hat. Cousins everywhere, dog.
It's true. Oh man, dude, the cowboy hat on top of the baseball cap.
On top of the earphones on top.
On top. Dude,
you're not just a cowboy. You're a cow man.
You're a coward.
A cow man.
Oh my god.
At what point does a cowboy become a cow man?
I don't know. When he eats his oats, grows big and strong.
When he eats his children.
When he eats his greens.
Children.
They aren't spiders, Chris.
They're not Kronos.
Speaking of spiders, I have a gnarly spider bite on my neck.
Ooh.
Oh, Spider-Man?
Bro, I wish. Instead, it just started like bleeding while I was watching TV the other day, and I was like,
Ryan's just like, oh.
That's literally what it was. I was like, and I was like, something feels wet on my neck. Did I like, I don't know.
Pour
was
water?
It like, when you like feel like water on your leg or something, and it's not. That's what I thought
blood?
it was. Oh. And I just went like, oh man, what the hell?
But
it was like a lot of blood, dude. It was like a lot of blood. It was like going down my fingers, and I was like, what happened? And then there's like, I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't. There's like a giant like bite, like a solid like red thing, like vibing on my neck, bro.
Damn.
And I was like, oh my god! And I started going. And it didn't work.
Oh my god.
So
dude,
first of all, comic books lied. Even though I have to go web go. Shazam! Up and away web. There's our Sam Raimi Spider-Man
reference. That's a sick reference, dude.
Pizza time.
I just dropped my fidget. Yo,
that's a from now. Time. That's Marina. You might not know that, but that's a classic from now on. Inside joke.
Thanks.
Marina,
it's also
Marina. I'm gonna explain it to you. Okay.
Okay.
It's a magical.
It's a little teaser for the future from now on Noggle episode, but basically
that entire episode is just gonna be us saying it too.
You know the video that was like, that's like I'm Pizza Parker, and then like it's like the whole pizza time thing.
Yes.
For some reason, Ethan, Ryan, and Ralph got super into that video while we were filming.
Bro, you got into it too, bro.
Yeah, I did get into it. I did get into it too. But like you three originated it.
It's because we discovered it. It was like
they discovered the video and for the next for the entire week of filming from now on, we would just go pizza time and then fucking just burst out laughing. probably driving Mariel insane.
Dude, Mariel was like her eye was twitching. Like Mariel was dying.
Because the entire time, like it was like we were making the pizza time jokes with me, Ryan, Ralph, and Ethan, who were the most, like, the people who were there on set every single day. So it was us four who were on set every single day, and Mariel that was there. So Mariel just had to deal with all of our pizza time jokes.
Mariel couldn't escape, bro. It was so funny. That video is like literally that video is comedic gold. Like it is. Hey everybody, it's me, Pizza Parker. My life has been the same since I killed Uncle Ben. And then it like fades to like the car pulling up. Like the fade is so bad, and then he goes to Uncle Ben. Pizza time.
No.
Pizza time.
No.
And then it zooms in, and then it just cuts to Uncle Ben getting shot. And then it's like the part in the third movie where he gets shot, and then the single tear goes down his eye as he like dies.
And then it was like, he deserved it, didn't he?
Yeah, it cuts to the part of him going, he deserved it, didn't he? For what he did? Pizza time. That was the height of the Spider-Man 2 memeage too, because that was when Homecoming was coming out and everyone was like memeing out the Raimi movies.
Oh my god, that was when Homecoming was coming out.
Homecoming, oh my god, I've seen it 4 times in theaters.
There was a
I saw
petition
it 2 times in theaters.
when Far From Home was coming out called put Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man Far From Home as the pizza guy. And I think it got like something like 15,000 signatures or something, and they obviously never did it.
Yeah.
But like that would have been the
Iconic.
funniest thing.
Iconic.
I mean,
Did you read that? Like,
they should have Tobey Maguire as Uncle Ben. I'm still saying.
I could see that.
you know what? My fan cast would either be Tobey Maguire or someone said Steve Carell would be really good. And I thought that was a really good idea too. And he's done stuff with Marissa Tomei before.
I couldn't.
So it would kind of work out.
What were you saying,
I couldn't take stuff seriously with Steve Carell in a
Yeah,
serious
like
role
him
anyway.
dying dramatically. I don't know.
But Steve
What
Carell
you-
does a lot of like serious stuff now.
Yeah,
So I
Steve Carell
can
does do it.
But anytime I see it, I'm just thinking of the buddy who goes, "Oh, the minions!" I can't take it seriously. I can't.
So wait, you're
But
saying you could take Steve Carell seriously, but you couldn't take you would be able to take Tobey Maguire seriously.
Yeah.
Tobey
Bro,
Maguire.
the second he shows up on screen, that entire theater is just gonna explode into pizza time, pizza time.
Yeah, right.
It's,
Yeah, right. Tobey Maguire was in
Maguire.
very serious roles. He was,
The Great Gatsby.
yeah, that buddy.
Tobey Maguire, whenever he just always looks like he's about to cry.
Yeah.
He really does.
He really
Gonna cry.
You ever,
Gonna cry.
did you ever see that video of them kicking like the paparazzi blocking his car?
No.
No, oh yeah, I
It just-
remember that. Yeah, he was trying to like turn. The paparazzi was just in front of him, like snapping pictures at him, blinding him with the flash. Like, can you please move? Like, I can't see. He shoots open the door and like I think he like starts trying to go smacking some cameras out of their hands.
So, but like it's such a 0 to 100 thing. He's like, "Can you move out of?" First of all, he has his head out like the window because it's like rolled down. He's like, "Can you move, please? Can you move? Can you move?" And then he opens the door and stands up and just screams, "Can you get out of the fucking way? I can't fucking see!" And like all the paparazzi are like, it's the greatest video of all time. And he's like fully bearded, and he's like making hand motions at like the guys. It's so funny. I think his kids were with him. Can you imagine if just like your dad, who's also Spider-Man, just starts like?
He's also
It's
Spider-Man.
also Spider-Man. When your dad is
Do
Spider-Man.
you think his kids torment him?
Imagine being
like,
imagine being a father to children and all you are to your children is Spider-Man.
Can you imagine like you're you're just vibing and you're just like, "Oh, I'm having a rough day, man." Like,
Dad, why
I
didn't you
can't
make
wait to
Spider-Man
go
4?
home. Okay, wait, because Sam Raimi's directing the next Doctor Strange. There's like a whole thing that's like, bro, he's just gonna turn that into Spider-Man 4. because he's just gonna like Loki put Tobey Maguire in it.
It's supposed to introduce like the multiverse, right?
Dude, they're totally good. So wait, this is what the fan theory is. So in Spider-Man 2, there's a Doctor Strange reference.
Yeah.
Where like they're trying to name Doc Ock, and they're like, what name should we give him? How about like Captain Tentacles? No. How about Doctor Strange?
Crap.
And then Jameson goes, that's really good, but it's taken. So the fan theory is that during the events of Multiverse, or whatever, Multiverse of Matt, what's it called?
Yeah,
Madness.
multiverse of Matt. Yeah.
Oh, of Madness?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Basically he goes to like whatever the like Sam Raimi universe is, whatever, he goes there and he meets J. Jonah Jameson, and that's why he knows who Doctor Strange is.
Aww.
But like, dude, the whole Spider-Man 4 thing is so sad. Did you see like the interview that Sam Raimi gave on like a podcast like recently?
Mm-mm.
Because for those of you who don't know, they were gonna make Spider-Man 4. It had a release date of like 2011, I think.
Well, where is it?
It's like from now on, dude.
The script, yeah, they filmed it and then their hard drive broke. Basically what happened is Sony didn't want to make it, but everyone involved with the movie really wanted to make it.
Sony didn't want to make it because Spider-Man 3 didn't do as well. But the reason why Spider-Man 3 didn't do as well is because of Sony. Because they interfered
Sony like meddled in it. Because the original script for that movie was going to be so the original Spider-Man 3 script was going to be Vulture with
No, that's the Spider-Man 4, dude.
Wait, he initially wanted Vulture,
okay.
and they didn't want it. And then he said Sandman with James Franco as a, not Harry Osborn, just James Franco as a side villain. At least I think it was supposed to be Vulture.
Yeah,
and then
Sandman was
no.
supposed to be the main villain, and then they're like, but Venom.
But Venom is popular. And Sam Raimi's exact words were, I don't understand Venom. Like, I don't understand the motivations of Venom. Like, he wanted to do a villain that he could fully grasp every single bit of the character. And they were like, no, put Venom. And that's why the movie became deceased. So
That's why the
this
movie
poor
sucks.
guy,
Because he was supposed to put
he's
Venom
always,
in it.
bro, it's so shady.
Dude, release
he's
the Raimi
always
cut.
said, bro, he's always said that he wanted to do Vulture as a villain because he thought Vulture was a really interesting concept. And then if you Google it, there's literally storyboards and concept art from Spider-Man 4. Anne Hathaway was gonna play Black Cat.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was going to introduce a new trilogy, basically. That's what their initial idea was. But then Sony, like, low-key started, like, acting like a toxic boyfriend. And, like straight up, it's exactly that. They stopped responding to his emails, saying, like, hey, we have a new draft of the script, and they just wouldn't respond. Until one day, he went in to, like, a meeting with the executives, and they were like, we want to see Spider-Man 4 stuff. And he looked at it. And then apparently in the middle of the meeting, Raimi suddenly went, you don't want to make this movie, do you? And they were like, no. They said, we want to reboot it. And he was like, okay. And he just walked. Because they clearly didn't want to make it. So for him, it was like, why waste my time trying to convince them? And apparently Amy Pascal's response to him saying, then why are we doing this if you don't want to make it? Was, thank you for not wasting the studio's time. That was her response.
Wow.
So, he said on a podcast interview, because basically I think the NDA expired. So people started releasing concept art and like script and like basically what the plot of the movie was going to be. Mm-hmm. Because legally they could. And, dude, they even started making the game. The Spider-Man 4 video game was like in active development. There's like screenshots of the Spider-Man 4 video game online.
Remember when they would make video game adaptations
video
for like
game movies?
basically every movie?
Remember when there would be a video game adaptation of every MCU movie back in the day?
Yeah. Up until
I think the last one
was
Captain
like
America.
Yeah, Captain America, or
the
whatever
last
the
one they
movie was right before the Avengers. It was Captain America.
It was Captain America. Because there was going to be an Avengers game.
Fucking God, don't even. Get me
I'm
started,
still
dude.
bummed about that,
Don't
bro.
even get
Like
me
that
fucking
that game
started,
would have been
dude.
so epic, bro. Like that would have been so good.
I
First
would've
person
wanted
to
to play that.
It was a
would've wanted to play it
first person Avengers game.
Aww.
But what ended up basically Sam Raimi gave an interview recently where they asked him about Spider-Man 4 and he started talking about it, and then he ended off like he got really quiet at the end and he just went, "Yeah, I think about Spider-Man 4 almost every day."
Damn.
And like this is Sam Raimi, dude. Like he's like one of the most like acclaimed like horror action directors.
Yeah.
And he said he can't like he said every single day. Like he's done movies since then and he said every single day I think about Spider-Man 4. So the whole like joke now that he's directing Doctor Strange, he's just low-key gonna make it Spider-Man 4.
Loki.
My husband.
Speaking of dude, I really hope that show's good.
I literally the 4 seconds that he is in the teaser trailer, I combusted. I straight up combusted. I have not had Loki content in so fucking long, and I am just
What are you
ready.
talking about? Don't you remember when he...
Shut up! You guys are so mean. Sending me all
That's a
those
very
gifs.
important. That's a very important scene, though.
Because
For one, it's the scene where Marina's heart broke. For two, it's bro. I remember like I saw Infinity War before everyone else, and the second Loki dies in that movie, I was like, not because he died, because I was like, I can torment Marina with this.
fuck.
And it was just such a whack, dude. Seeing Infinity War was like such a special experience.
Wait, I watched
Like
it.
seeing Endgame.
Sorry, wait. I watched it. I didn't watch it with you guys, did I?
You what?
I didn't see it with you guys.
We watched it together, Marina.
Yeah, you, me, and then Sam. Yeah, I think so. Right?
I swear there's at least a couple more people.
There were a couple more people.
Yeah. I don't remember who.
But I remember we saw it because I
Yeah,
remember
I never
held my
saw-
hand when he died.
I was gonna say I've never seen an Avengers movie with you guys, but that's not true because
saw-
I saw Age of
Panther!
Ultron.
We saw
No wait, I saw Age of Ultron with Chris and Ralph years before we met.
Holy shit.
Because
Wait,
we-
you guys were in the
Re-
same
do you rem-
theater?
Yeah, we were talking about that. We both went to like the Thursday pre-screening of Avengers of Age of Ultron.
Yeah, dude.
Yo, that's sick.
Chris and I didn't even know each other. We were in the same place though.
Whoa, that's actually crazy. But we saw
Like I knew Ralph at the time.
Oh,
We saw Black Panther.
saw
The
Black
Noggle crew
Panther.
saw Black Panther.
I remember.
That was Noggle Crew before we became Noggle Crew.
Yeah, it really was.
right.
Damn.
But-
Austin's just
God,
sitting here
that's-
nodding.
Yeah, I've seen all the movies. I go to all the movie theaters.
Austin, have we ever gone to the movies together? You and I?
No. The only group of friends I've gone to the movies with are like they're like the boys down in Oakville, the boys down
Yeah,
in
okay.
Grimsby, and then a couple of other friends I have. You and me, we haven't though.
Really?
Well, I
I've sworn
mean,
we have.
movie theaters aren't aren't
Well, no,
movies
they
aren't
opened.
coming.
Yes, they opened.
Sorry,
they opened on
movie
Friday.
theaters are opening up, but movies aren't coming out anytime.
Yeah, I wanted to go to the drive-in theater because I was like, oh, that'd be great. But then
Oh,
there's
guys.
nothing.
That's sick.
Guys, Niagara's in stage 3. Come on down.
Well,
There's,
we're in stage 3 too.
there's
Yeah,
no
we're in
there's
stage
no there's no issue with already moving up to stage 3.
Oh my
Come on.
god, have you seen those videos of the people in Niagara Falls just like all packed there?
I haven't.
Bro, don't get me started, bro. We're,
No
this is
one's
gonna
wearing
turn into a
masks.
COVID
I'm like,
podcast.
bro.
Dude, I'm so mad. I literally tweeted like a few weeks ago, or I almost did. I didn't actually tweet it because I didn't know if it would actually happen. I said, I said like nothing good will happen if we go to stage 3 by the end of July, and then like the next week they're like stage 3, and I'm like no, don't do it,
Yeah.
Sorry, bro, they did it.
bro. I don't trust people without a pandemic. Imagine how I feel with a pandemic.
Bro, just wear masks.
Like, dude. And then Cineplex is trying to like like petitioning the province to up the amount of people that are allowed in theaters.
I know.
Yeah,
They're not
no,
making
that's
enough
so,
money.
dude, that's so messed up,
Why?
dude.
My friend, she works at a Cineplex, and she literally, when she got the email that she has to come back to work, she was like, "What the fuck? Like, what do you mean I have to go back to work?"
I don't understand why Cineplex is opening up because no movies are coming out right now.
Yeah,
what
there's
are they
nothing to see.
playing?
They're
What are they
showing
playing?
older. They're
Oh my
showing
God.
older movies.
Who's
Yeah.
gonna go to the theater for that?
I don't
No
get
one.
why
People have.
I don't get why anything's opening up, really. I love how I'm thinking about Disneyland in Florida. They closed when the states had 3,000 cases, and they opened again when they have 3 million. Like,
It's so
Yeah.
weird.
Okay, wait.
okay.
Here's the thing. Stage 2 was fine. Opening up like hairdressers and stuff, that I can understand if
Especially-
you have the correct precautions.
Especially because Canada's doing a lot better than the U.S.
Yeah.
We're doing a lot better than the US. Why are you going to stage 3 like immediately after?
yeah.
They just saw that the numbers went up 1 and they're like, "Oh, we're fine. Let's go." I'm like, "No."
They're like, oh, it's going on a downward trend. Let's just open up everything as if it's not gonna just go woo.
Yeah.
I'm actually like legitimately afraid for the next 2 weeks.
Dude.
Cuz like cuz listen, man, I personally know a lot of stupid people. I know people that are the kind of people that don't. Why are you, Chris? You're not stupid. I know for a fact that we all wear masks.
We all waved.
Wait, are you waving at
We
Marina?
all waved.
Marina's
and you
not
only
stupid.
pointed me out.
Yeah, you were literally, Chris, you're not stupid. Continuing.
It's because Chris is the only one on my screen.
Oh.
What?
So what you're saying is, why did I even bother signing up to do all this crap if I'm not even going to be on the screen?
Yeah, no,
No, you'll be on the recording.
Be on the
You'll be on the
recording, but I'm
Why did
not.
I
You'll be
even-
on the recording.
Why did I even
It-
put on all this makeup? Why did I?
I'll be on the recording, but Ryan, you're not looking at me. Why?
Damn.
Don't worry, kids. We're gonna find a better alternative that isn't ass cheeks by the end of this. Okay, so Lil Noggle PSA, please for the love of God, wear a mask.
Yeah.
Not
Like if
that
you want to
hard.
go
Like,
out,
look.
if you want to go out, fine, just wear a mask.
Yeah. And have hand sanitizer
My-
on hand.
Cause like literally every country that has gotten their numbers to like really low, like they're basically back to normal. They're just wearing masks. That's literally it.
Okay,
Like,
we're looking at Japan specifically
Yeah.
with this one. Bro, Japan's like back to normal, bro.
New
Japan
Zealand
never-
has no
never
cases.
Japan never shut down. They literally just all wear masks.
Yeah.
Okay, so exactly what Japan did is Japan already, most people in Japan already wore masks because of like air quality and stuff. So that's why them mandating masks wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah.
If most people already did. But also they like as soon as like numbers in other places started going up, they just shut down the country. They just closed borders and they're like, we're good for a week. And then they were fine.
Yeah, like
Same thing South Korea did.
Yeah.
South Korea was like instantly wear a mask, close the border, bye, and then they're fine.
it's because
then there's-
yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's like us in the U.S. that are like la 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 la, like just
Masks
well, no, there's
are
us,
infringe on my rights.
bro.
I can't
okay,
breathe.
in what? Okay, first of all, yes, you can breathe. I understand that masks get hot and they can be uncomfortable. I understand that, but would you rather be sick or worse than wearing a mask for 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Bro,
like,
I got a hair.
Sorry,
Yeah.
you were saying?
No, you.
I was gonna say I got a haircut the other day with a mask.
Uh-huh.
It's uncomfortable, yeah, but if I'm keeping myself safe and those around me safe, I have no problem with wearing a mask, bro.
Yeah. Like,
It's just like
I go
wearing
to
a s-
work. Sorry, you were
Yeah.
saying?
No, you go.
I go to work for 8 hours. I literally push around like huge boxes because I'm delivering people's groceries and we put them in boxes. I have to walk back and forth from the store. I have to go outside in the heat wave, load the groceries into people's cars, and I have my mask on the entire time. And like it's just like, and yeah, it gets really hot and really sweaty, and I'm there for like I said, 8 hours wearing this mask, and I don't take it off unless I'm eating. And like it's like, but the fact is that like I'd rather wear the mask and feel comfortable wearing it, because my thing is like people should get reusable masks, because I know that the ones that are disposable are a little bit more uncomfortable, and I understand. My mask is reusable and it's like not fabric, but you know, like kind of like You know what I'm talking about, right? You guys
Yeah,
have seen
yeah.
my mask.
I've seen your mask.
It, like, after a while, it just gets so comfortable, and I feel so safe wearing it, and I don't mind it as much because I just wear it all the time. And you know, when people at work are like, when they say like, oh shit, I don't want to wear this mask, like it's so uncomfortable, I get so sweaty, like working and stuff, I literally tell them like, I'd rather wear a mask than be on a ventilator. Like, if you think it's hard to breathe while wearing a mask, imagine
literally
being on a ventilator. Like, you know what I mean?
Bro, you're literally saying I would rather get a disease that attacks my lungs than
Breathe from a
wear
mask.
like this.
Yeah.
Like, this is literally like a sort of like a spandexy type one.
Yeah, same. That's what mine's like too.
This is my main one, but then I also literally on Amazon for $10 you can get a pack of cloth ones.
Yeah, and that's all you need to do.
Like,
My favorite thing.
and then you just wash it when you get home.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is the people going like, oh, like I can't breathe when I'm wearing a mask. Then like I have I have breathing problems, and I'm like, bro, then why are you out?
Yeah, if you have respiratory issues, why are you?
Yeah, yesterday
Yeah.
I was out running errands with my dad. We went to Walmart and we literally followed this dude in, like just no mask, walking in, grabs cart. The lady's trying to tell him like, excuse me, sir, do you have a mask? I have a breathing issue, and just went faster.
Oh my god.
Like-
It's so stupid.
Like,
Doesn't make any sense. If you have a breathing issue, then you shouldn't be going out, or you should wear masks even more. Like,
Yeah, like it's even more important for you to wear a mask then. Like, I don't understand. Like,
Bro, my dad made a very good. Sorry, I want to interrupt. Sorry, go ahead.
really quickly, I was gonna talk about like, so when I was in Japan, I went to Japan last Christmas, so like months ago, and
damn, before the pandemic.
right. So I was in Asia before, which is why like it's like, whoa, did I actually have COVID? Because I was sick. But I like. They literally have like masks that they sell like in every single one of their drugstores. Like this is like pre like pandemic, because like you know, just going back to the whole Japan thing, like they literally like just wear masks when they feel sick, even like a cold. Like they literally put on a mask because they don't want to get anyone else sick. Like it's so easy. Like my brother literally picked up a mask while we were there because he was like, oh, it looks cool and everyone else is wearing it. This is before the pandemic. Like he literally just wanted to pick up a mask because everyone else was wearing a mask, and he was like, and they were so cheap, and you could get them from the dollar store there. Even like Daiso, like you could just pick it up there, and they're the same like cloth masks that everyone's wearing. And Japan, like just in Asia in general, it's just so normalized to wear a mask if you're feeling sick or under the weather because you don't want to like get other people sick. And it just boggles my mind that nobody here gets that. Like it's so easy for you to just put on a mask.
Just protect other people.
Right?
Yeah.
It just makes me so mad, bro.
It does. It does.
Well, we're at an hour 35 minutes.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Well,
This is quite the episode.
Who were we?
Who were we? I was Rye Guy.
I was Marina.
I was Kristoffer Bradley Cruz.
I was Austin.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Special guest. I'm gonna check really quick. Hold on. Okay. Yep. We should be good.
All right.
Thank you everyone for watching.
No thanks to no one who submitted any questions on Instagram. But
Yeah, I was wondering about
Bro.
that. What the hell? Like,
Big
yeah,
sad.
dude.
Bro,
bruh.
only like it's cuz like only like 30 people
Yeah.
actually saw the story.
I feel like we're definitely gonna get some later today.
Yeah, we're 100% going to
And
get some later today.
that's happened so many times where it's like like hours after the episode we get some, and we're like, oops.
I feel like
But-
Whatever. We'll save them for the next time Austin comes.
yeah.
What were you saying, Marina?
I said, like, I feel like once we find out who the guest is for the podcast, we should just post right away.
Yeah.
Like, instead of waiting for the
Yeah,
day
give 'em
before.
time.
Like, if you just post when, like, oh, we our guest for this week's episode is going to be blah, 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 and we're releasing it blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of it just being, like, the day before. I feel like that would work better.
I
Yeah.
feel like that would work better too.
True. Well,
Something to
thank
keep in
you
mind.
so much, Austin,
Yeah, thank you Austin.
Anytime.
for coming
like,
We'll
on.
definitely have you back.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
Hopefully with Ethan and Ralph on.
Yeah, hopefully.
Next episode, Ethan's hosting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finally
He
make an
said
appearance.
he
He's been absent
We're
for
gonna
2
see-
episodes.
Yeah.
So-
in order for Ethan to host, he has to actually appear. So
Yeah.
But yeah, Ethan
we'll see
has
what
work.
happens.
Ethan's busy with work. That's why he can't come today. Ralph unfortunately couldn't make it today. He's not feeling too well, but that's okay because it's still us. And it's like a classic podcast episode where there's only 4 people.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. It's been a good time. So thank y'all. Thank you, cowards.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.